and gentlemen, it is me, Duke CT, and man, I haven't done a video game review in quite a while. In fact, that's why I got this thing anyway, my live game reportable. You know, I was meant to do more video game review this, not just do, recording DVDs, wrestling pay-per-views, or stuff from Netflix and such. This was mainly for reviewing video games, because honestly, I was one of the reasons why I wanted to do, get this thing, review video games, and not have my camcorder sit in front of the TV like something out of 2008. I want to get a little bit of a production. I want to actually amp up my production values and such. But, such was last in 2014. But this year's going to be different. You're going to see a lot more video game reviews from me, Duke CT, in the year 2015. And first up, from my video game reviewing and such, I'm going to be doing a game that none of you have probably heard about or even remember. It came out all the way back in the year 2003. Yeah, this game is like 12 years old at this point. And it actually has a female protagonist, and it is a 3D open world type platformer. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Kao the Lineage. A game that, quite honestly, no one really cared for or looked at, because actually when this game came out, from November 2003 to the following year, this game only sold 2,000 copies. Damn! Yeah, at first glance, you'd think a game selling that horrifyingly bad would be just as bad, if not worse, than, say, the 2008 version of Alone in the Dark. Made by the same crew who made this game, Eden Games. Oh, who knew about that? But even if your game is horrible like that game, it still can sell. I mean, it sold over 1 million copies. So why did that horrific garbage sell over 1 million copies? And this game right here, with an interesting lead, a female protagonist, a 3D platformer, only sold 2,000 copies. Well, I have a reason for that. I'll get into that later. Right now, let's get into the game, Kao the Lineage. Cue the theme song! My time, my shine, they think I'm out of my mind. One chance, we own. Take another look, you know that we gone. Came from the ground and we crawling up. You can feel it in your fist when you balling up. If the sky turns black, it don't matter. We know the sun is coming up. We were born to run. Sky turn black, it won't matter. Okay, let's get to the plot now, shall we? As we start off in Brooklyn, New York, as Kaya and her brother Frank start messing around in a hidden room in their house, then suddenly...
So what made you come down here? Huh?
I don't know.
Just a feeling, I guess.
What the? Frank!
Oh, and that evil takeover that Frank had right there? Never happens unmentioned ever again. Pointless evil possession is pointless. Anyway, Kaya wakes up in this brand new world with creatures called natives who were all in on the sports tape fad before Sonic Boom came in and ruined it for everyone. Anyway, Kaya does not get a very good welcome into this brand new world, as she has to escape from these mystical wolf-like creatures called the Wolfen. Anyway, she does escape from them and meets up with the elder of the village, Atea, for the lowdown.
Oh, person, what brings you here?
I don't know.
Aha! Now we're getting somewhere, because I do know.
You do?
Sure I do. Something tells me you got here the same way the other one did.
The other one?
Yes, Alan.
Dad?
Since he mastered the magical energy of our world, he became another person. He's now the Wolfen leader under the name of Brazil.
My dad? My stupid, lousy, worthless dad? I must find Frank.
If your brother is not here, he is with them.
So the mission is clear. Find and save Kaya's brother, stop Brazil, and get back home. With that being said, let's look at all the positives of this game. First off, I love the graphics. Even though it's from the old days of the PS2, the levels you go are huge and very detailed, including the characters themselves. Also, the hand-to-hand combat in this game is very good, as you use it to take on the Wolfen, as you have to be smart in taking them out, as you can't just hit them with the same moves over and over. You have to mix it up to take them down, and turn them back into natives. That in turn opens more shops that you can buy more stuff. So you have your bracelet that you can attack with them with more combos, or you can use the shops to buy equipment like the climbing gloves and other necessary equipment you will need to complete your quest. But Wolfens are not the only villains you have to take down, as you have some creatures that only can go down to your booming, aka boomerang. But there's an enemy that can't go down to any of your weapons. Wolves. Yeah, wolves. You know what joke I'm going to use now?
Hey, at least it wasn't a wrestling clip. But, besides the point, this game seems to have it all. It has a very good graphics. I mean, the graphics, from being 12 years old, the graphics are very good and very detailed. You have a very good combat system, a very strong female protagonist, which, to be honest, I would like to see more of that. But, anyway, even though there are some very good things about this game, there are some major flaws with this thing as well.
First is the fact that there's no double jump, and that really hurts this game for me, as I died a lot from not having this feature in the game. Also, the music in this game is really bland. There are no memorable tracks at all. Nothing really stands out to me. It just blends in together for a resounding meh. Oh, and there's some problems with the story as well. See, early on in the story, you have Kaya get revealed to her that the main villain, Brazil, is her father. And when you hear that type of stuff, when that happens, she has a very negative outlook. And then, understandably so, he was gone for all this time. But when Brazil first meets her, it's more like it was like a villain and hero type standing, not a father welcoming back her daughter.
So you ventured into my secret lair in the cave. It's been a long time.
Not long enough.
It's, again, a really wasted potential. It's just there's nothing really there. There's no chance of actual redemption with the story. In fact, when he just says this line,
A bastard, thinking you know everything. But soon, you will be a Wolfen. You'll share my thoughts, and then you'll understand what I'm doing.
it's there for just shock value. There's nothing really tangible about this character. There should be a chance of redemption there. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that there's no chance of redemption for Brazil, no chance of Kaya reaching out to try to see he might change ways. There's nothing there. There is nothing there to bring this out. Instead, you just have very bland and obviously very forgettable villain. And at the end of the day, nothing really is, there's no real, it's just there's nothing really substantial to Brazil at all. And there's another problem with the game. Someone's called this nitpicking, but this is my review, and I don't really care. Anyway, after Aton, no, not Akon, Aton betrays Kaya to Brazil, he doubly betrays Aton as saying, I found the secret village where all the natives live and all that type of stuff. And you go back to the village after it was attacked, and you go and save the captured natives. After you do so, the village is back to normal?
You saw that, right? You saw the whole village was destroyed. Now it's back to normal. And there are several reasons how this came to be. Either the natives and Kaya took together for a couple weeks rebuilding the village, and a couple weeks later has passed. Two, you had the natives just build the village, just lickety split and all this type of stuff. I mean, heck, it's not even any collateral damage at all. And are afraid the developers were lazy and didn't think no one would actually notice. Or four, the developers were pressed for time and they think no one noticed that as well. So I don't know. You guys made the call. I'm hoping they were pressed for time, but it wouldn't surprise me if developers got a little lazy and said, they won't matter or care, And I know that could be, say, nitpicking, but seriously, the village was destroyed. Can at least have a little bit of collateral damage? A little bit? Something?
But the biggest flaw of this game is sadly the ending, and, well, spoilers. Here it is.
That was anticlimactic.
Agreed on so many fronts, Calypso. I feel that new IP should not have these type of sequel-baiting endings, because you never know how sales or anyone who's going to really like the game. Besides, to be real, the only time I heard about this game was way back in 2004 when I was watching G4 before it sucked. It was a Judgment Day review, with Tommy Tallarico, Victor Lucas, and all that gang or what have you. But sadly, I can't find the review online anywhere. It's disappeared from the internet. The only thing that comes close is a review from X-Play that came out like in 2003, and I wasn't even a Tech TV guy back then. But the real reasons why I think this game sold so poorly was one, the piss poor marketing it had.
Please access responsibly.
Because that says so much about the game, right? And another reason why this game didn't sell so well was that it was the middle of a tidal wave of platformers coming on the PS2s. You had just like Coopers, your Jack and Daxters, your Ratchet and Clanks, your Vexes, your Tide of Tasmanian Tiger, and etc., and etc. So yeah, you can see why this game never really found its big audience, combined with a very piss-poor marketing campaign and the onslaught of PS2 platformers at the time. My overall thoughts of Kao the Lineage, though, are very good. I think the gameplay is very good, the graphics are great, even after all these years. 12 years, man, that is impressive. For a PS2 title, that's really impressive. And even though the music isn't that memorable, and you don't have a double jump and that piss poor ending, I can still see myself playing this game again. I highly recommend this PS2 game. I give this a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, this game, I was really waiting to get it. It was on my backlog. I finally got it done. And thank you guys for texting me to find these stuff. So you can find them at Amazon.com, but they cost $35. But honestly, I really suggest you do get this game for yourself. It's great. It's a very fun game, a very fun journey, and that's really all I have to say about it. Hopefully you like this review, and more game reviews are coming, but the next one is not going to be one because, guess what's coming up, boys and girls? WrestleMania. And yeah, I gotta do that thing as well. So, don't worry. After WrestleMania, there'll be more game reviews coming. Hopefully. If you like them, leave something in the comments below. Anyway, this is Duke CT here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.